Hi everyone. I'm gonna wait for everyone to join us. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Thanks everyone for joining us today. I'm really excited for having you here. Our guest today is a very fascinating woman, a beautiful lady, a wonderful mom, and a super successful business lady, and also a top leader and a top shareholder of the super ego company, Dana Batyrshina. She is going to tell us today for the first time in United States about this amazing brilliant tool called Master Kit that helps you to overpower your subconscious mind and also achieve your goals in different areas and aspects of your life. So let me connect to Donna right now, and just few seconds, please. Now, waiting for her to add. Just a few seconds. Hi, Donna. Hello.
Hello.
It is a pleasure having you here on this live chat today. Thank you so much for finding time and contributing it for this event. Thank
Nice
you
to meet
so
you.
much.
Nice
Nice to
to
meet
meet you,
you.
and thank you.
Thank you.
Let's enjoy our talk, our conversation.
Yes, yes. I was before I added you. I don't know if you heard. I was introducing you that you are a top shareholder of the company Super Ego, and it is a historic day for the Super Ego company today because this information coming to U.S. market for the first time, and it is very valuable information, so I hope everyone will enjoy it and learn from it. So
Yeah, it's right. It's correct. It's the first time when I talk about Master Kit in English.
yeah, definitely. So it is, we're making a history here, guys. Our topic today is Master Kit. What is it, and what is it about? So you, as a highest and the most educated person, can you please tell us what is Master Kit and what is it about?
You know, this topic is very simple from one side,
Mm-hmm.
and because there is so much information on the internet, and I've been working with Master Kit for the last 4 years, but at the same time, it's very difficult to explain.
Okay.
But let me start in this way. So, you know, this GPS system.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know how it works?
No.
No. Me too. But, you know, uh, I don't know how GPS works, but it doesn't prevent me, you know, using it.
Yeah.
And if you ask me to explain how it works, I'm not able to.
Okay.
But I definitely know if I am in a strange city, in a foreign country, and
Mm-hmm.
if I'm using GPS system, I'm able to get to any destination, any location I want, right?
Yes.
Yes. Let's take mobile phones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure you also don't know the, you know, specifications and details how it works.
Yeah.
But millions and millions people are using it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it doesn't stop me to use mobile phone, although I don't know how it works. How all these, you know, stations are set in the city and all the signals are coming from the stations to my mobile and, you know, decoding, and I'm hearing the person. So this is very complicated process, but still, without understanding it, I'm using it.
Right.
And now Master Kit. You know, people are trying to understand how all these neural connections and subconscious mind talks to conscious mind, and how, you know, we go deep into our subconscious and find the blocks and fears and other beliefs, and how we change our life. It's easy to understand and easy to explain, and you can understand it only as soon as you do it, as you make these exercises, and maybe we'll talk about it later, how we make this exercise. But what I want to tell you is, until you take this master kit, this instrument, and try it 1, 2, 3 times, you are not able to explain what it is.
Yes.
But if we refer to the author of this instrument, so Darya, her name is Darya Trutneva, she says, she explains that this is the instrument of self-regulation.
Okay.
So it helps you to tune yourself on a wave of success.
Okay.
This is the instrument which helps you to achieve your goal and to get rid of the problems, the issues that you currently have in your life.
Okay.
Let's take the person who is currently in point A. This is his current situation. For example, he has some problems, or he has some goal. Because if you take a person, usually he's in 2 states. He can be in 2 states. One is the state of problem.
Yeah.
And the second one, and this is actually the position of a person who is a victim, who lives a life of a victim, when somebody or something is responsible or in charge of his life.
Yes.
And the second state is the state of a winner. Is the person who sets the goal and moves from one goal to another. So he doesn't blame anyone, and he really believes that this is only his responsibility of his actions and his life, and no one else. So let's take the person who is in the point A. It doesn't matter. It's a point of problem or a point of, you know, its current situation. And there is a point B where he wants to get. This is, let's say, ideal situation. Okay, and he wants to move there. And as a good example would be, you know, to move from one city to another, from Los Angeles, where my friends are currently, to Washington, let's say.
Okay.
And there are 3 ways to get there. The first is to walk.
Okay.
The second one is by car. And the third one is to take a plane. So which one you choose? Of course, if you don't have any fears to fly, if you don't have any other, you know, beliefs, of course you will choose number 3, because it's very fast, it's easier, and it's definitely and less risks that you achieve point B. Right?
Right.
So how much time you will need to take yourself to Washington? If you go by plane?
Like 5 hours, I believe, or like five hours probably.
Yeah, if you walk?
I don't know, months.
Yeah, but definitely you will get there.
Yeah. Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. So the same with the goals. If there is no master kit, you will go to your point B years, 5 years, 10 years, you know. Sometimes people say that they dream about it the whole life and never achieve it. But it's okay, you know, people achieve their goals within 5, 10 years.
Yeah.
If you go by bus or by car, it will take you maybe a week.
Yeah.
to go to Washington. So there are some other practices and other,
Strategies.
yes, to achieve your goal, and it will take maybe from 2 to 5 years.
Yeah,
And master kit is, like an airplane,
definitely. Yeah.
and it will take you from one day, maximum several months to achieve the goal. So this is about master kit.
Wow, that's really fascinating. That's amazing. Yeah.
And sometimes, Marina, it's amazing when people just start making these exercises in master kit, and it takes them several weeks, sometimes several days, that their goal is come true.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm myself using MasterKit, so I already have an experience with the jumps, the quantum jumps myself. But yeah, I would. That's just, it's crazy how this works, and it's so fast, and it's just, at first you can't believe that this is actually happening, but then you stretch your norm, and you're oh yeah, okay, I can do this, I like it, yeah, that I can go in this pace. So but you know what, Dana, I have a question for you. So I've been doing a few master classes in a few states already, and telling people about MasterKit, and that's the question I get sometimes, that um, this guy tells me, well, I already have everything I need, and I'm financially independent. I have a beautiful family. I have my destiny, my mission. I know my mission. I love what I do. So why do I need this tool? What for? Like, what else can I use it for? So what can
I understand. Yes, sometimes I also hear such, answer, and I really like when people find their mission and they are really happy, because for me, a happy person is the one who knows his own mission, and he has a lot of money just because he's in his mission.
Okay.
Because sometimes, there are people who know their mission, and they really, do the things that they like very much, but they do not get enough money. And this is another issue that we also can solve with MasterKit, to allow ourselves to get money from the world, from people. And then, the balance is there, because the person is in mission, he contributes a lot to the society, and he gets money, and he gets money back. So this is the balance.
Okay.
But if you meet such a person who says, why do I need MasterKit? Actually, I'm such kind of person, because I know my mission, my life mission, and I opened it with the help of MasterKit 4 years ago, and I'm really happy, because this is my life mission, to talk about MasterKit, because it helps me to increase conscious among people, and people open their own missions and become happy. So this is my mission. Okay. A lot of words of mission, but I hope you understand.
Okay. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you're doing good. Thanks.
But another very dangerous thing, when the person says, I have everything, it's enough, what else can I, dream of? The dangerous thing, that this person can come into this condition, into the state we call humility. Yeah, humility.
Yeah.
When the person doesn't want anything, and if the person doesn't want anything, there are some beliefs, some blocks. some
Okay.
fears.
Okay.
It's kind of a ceiling, you know, it's kind of a limit that the person put to himself. And he thinks, if I go higher, if I break this ceiling, something bad would happen to my life.
Okay.
It's never enough, you know. If you have, I always give this example, if you have a couple of millions, you know, income per year, and if you work with your subconscious and stretch your
Norm. Yeah.
how you say, stretch your norm, yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Stretch your norm.
yeah, and you will increase your income and have a couple of millions more, would you be unhappy?
I wouldn't.
It is just, you know, your block, and you think that 2 million is enough.
Yeah.
But if you work with your subconscious and tell you to yourself that nothing wrong would happen if you would have some other millions, you would just, you know, put your ceiling higher.
Yeah.
And there is a room to move and to get some more results. If you have, you know, 2 houses or 2 apartments, why not to have more? It will give you extra income. If you have a good relationship with your spouse or with your close people, why don't you make them better, make them ideal, you know? And the way you give up dreaming, the life can stop, the life can end. And this is already proven, and there are a lot of articles and, you know, the scientific researches and tests done, and the conclusion is the following: the person dies once there are no dreams. There is nothing to live for. And this is exactly about the people who say, what should I dream of? What are the other, you know, goals? I achieved everything. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So the sky is the limit, you know. It's a very good phrase.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I want to share the way I answered this guy's question. You already started talking about the scientific side of it, so I'm really into it. And what I told him, I said that by using MasterKit, we develop more of a neural networks. And that way, our super intuition is developing more. And so you basically get smarter, you know. And so because he was a guy, I was trying to also attract him with the scientific side of it. So that he found it very interesting and agreed with me on that. And so I love the scientific side of it. Can you please share with us more what's behind it about the scientific world of MasterKit?
2 years ago, research and development, scientific center or research and development center appeared in our company, Superego. And of course, the founder of R&D center is Daria. And she has a lot of followers, a lot of people who support her and who work in this R&D center. And during 2 years, there were done a lot of researches, and I will talk about them a little bit later.
Okay.
But what is important that 2 years ago, when she decided to open this center, the main purpose was not to prove that MasterKit is working, is effective, but the purpose was to understand how it works.
Okay.
Whether it's not dangerous for people. Because, you know, some people think that working with subconscious is something dangerous. It's not. It's not, because the main task, the mission of our subconscious is to save our lives. And if you consciously or subconsciously is trying to hurt your life, to make something bad to yourself, the subconscious will not allow you to do this.
Okay.
It will make everything, and it will create different situations that you will not die. You will stay alive, and it will save your life. So, and if you take Master Kit, and if you think that you can damage to yourself, you cannot physically do it.
Okay.
Your subconscious will just, shut you down. It means that you will just go asleep.
Yeah.
You'll fall. How you say it in English? You will sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And this is the most dangerous thing that will happen to you if you do something wrong. And every time there are more and more people, scientific people, who are in science for many years. Many generations are working in scientific field, and recently the person, a very well-known psychologist in Russia, he joined Superego Research and Development Center, and he became another mentor. Because, but why I say another mentor? Because the first one is a very famous person whose name is Michael Nobel. So he's from the family of Nobels, and this is very famous name, yes?
Yeah.
Because we know about Nobel Prize. And and that person, Michael, he was the chairman of this committee who, gave this Nobel Prize. It happened 2 years ago when I met him for the first time. And it was the result of my subconscious exercise. When I was working on my project in educational field, and I was working on the project related to my life mission, I set a goal to myself. It's kind of, the situation which I which I do in this Master Kit instrument. And I wanted to be a well-known person, very big scale person, let's say. The person who is able to work with the projects of a world size, very big one. And as a result, I got this opportunity to meet Nobel, Michael Nobel, and I went to Sweden, to Stockholm, and I had a 2 days meeting and introducing myself to Michael and talking about my project in educational field. And of course, he liked this project and he agreed to support me. So we became very good friends. And of course, he asked me a question: what do you do in your life? And I said, I'm in Superego, and this is Master Kit, and blah, blah, blah. And I talked everything about this program. And he was so excited. And he said, I was thinking that this program, this instrument, a software, which is available for people, and it is very easy to use, should appear very soon. And you're lucky, guys, because you have it in Russia, in the Soviet Union territory. So I would love to know more about it. And 6 months passed, and Daria, the author of Master Kit, and other co-founders of Superego, they also went to Sweden and they met Michael. And as a result of this meeting, Michael Nobel became a scientific mentor of superego because we really want to get Nobel Prize one day. And that person helps us, to move faster. So he shows us the fastest way. What should we do in proper way, let's say, yeah? So right things, right steps we should undertake in order to get to that goal, dream.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and the scientific research that already was done, I prepared, I always have this booklet on my table, and we have this second issue of booklet.
Okay.
It's of course in Russian. The booklet of R&D Center, where all the results of researches are mentioned. And for me, what is important, because I don't understand this too much. I'm just not spending my time to get into details very deep, because I believe, so I don't need these researches. I don't need this data to believe that MasterKit is effective, is working. I know it's working. Like, mobile phone, like GPS system works, so no other, because we don't need research and development center to make the proofs and to give us, arguments why GPS is working or why mobile phone is working. Although you remember the time when there were a lot of information and discussions that using mobile is very dangerous and it may cause cancer. So despite this information, we continued using it. But what impressed me, because 2 times a year, Superego organizes this scientific conference where all scientific people and people who want to know about MasterKit from scientific point of view, they gather 2 times a year. And during one day, we listen to different, scientific data and reports saying that MasterKit is not dangerous and very effective, and what results you may get out of, using and working with your subconscious. And what impressed me, 2 years ago, there was the first test, and more than 300 people participated in this survey. And the result was the following, that in 3 months of using MasterKit, your intuition is growing, is becoming more sharp. And if you never listened, never heard your intuition before, because intuition and sixth sense existing in everyone. So you have, I have, everyone has. But the difference is that you listen to it and you follow it, and I don't. And I have some blocks, some neural connections, some beliefs that it's not normal, it's not okay to listen to your sixth sense. So this is only the difference. So people using MasterKit in 3 years become listen to their intuition better. And if you listen to your sixth sense, it will never lie. It will definitely tell you, hint you, and direct you.
True. So true.
This the second fact is about is about cognitive skills. So when we talk about cognitive skills, I mean the skill of predicting the situation. Okay. When you talk, when you communicate with the person, with other people, you have this skill of predicting the situation. What will be the next
step?
How I should conduct myself, how should I act or react or, you know, tell something in order the situation is ideal one.
Yes.
And in 6 months of using Master Kit, you understand that any situation happening in your life is manageable. So it doesn't mean whether this situation is good, is positive, or negative one. And even if the situation is negative and you know that there are some problems, you know, some unwished, you know, situation. So you clearly understand that it's manageable.
Okay.
Because some people, when they face with difficult situation, they put themselves in a feeling of guilt, asking why I'm in this situation, why something bad happens to me.
Yeah.
It's not my guilt. Who is guilty?
Yeah.
And in this situation, you are not able to resolve this problem. And you are in kind of, you know, dead end.
Yeah.
And you are under the stress. And if you are under the stress, you then how you call this, antidepressant, yes?
Antidepressants.
So they're coming into your life, and you become and you become a victim of them.
Yeah, so true.
And can you imagine, Marina, that in 6 months of working with your subconscious, with the help of Master Kit, you are kind of the person who is 100% sure that whatever happens in your life, you're able to manage this situation.
It's very, very, very true. Yeah. And it happened to me. It happened to me. I was blaming everyone. I was blaming everything, you know, and I was not taking responsibility on myself, that it was only my fault, like only, I don't want to put blame on myself now, but I knew that I attracted that into my life. So when I when Janeta introduced the Master Kit to me, then I realized that, you know, what's real was the reality. And I was taking antidepressants at that time.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I was actually, I got the program just because I was severely depressed for a few years. And then I had my third child. So I got postpartum depression on top of the regular depression I had. So it was pretty compressed and I was feeling pretty miserable. So I was out there looking for any decisions, because my therapist, I was also seeing a therapist, and when I came to see her, she was she told me in our last session that she's moving, and I was devastated. I cannot go to other therapists, you know, and open up, because I was going to her for 2 years, and how do I open up to another person and start all over again? And it was like the end of the world for me. And then the law of attraction, the synchronicity came to action, and I got a phone call like literally next day saying, you need this. And I'm like, I do, I'm gonna buy it. So yeah, I totally agree.
This is exactly the situation, Marina, when you really want something and you dream about and you think about it, you know, all the day, 2 days, 3 days, very long time, and it happens.
Yes.
So actually, we people, we can make this miracle in our lives. But we don't know the secret. By the way, there is, you know, a very popular film, a book, Secret, and I read it and I watched this film several times, and I was trying to understand what is the secret. But they never talked about the secret.
Yeah.
And if you read other books and you go to different trainings, yes, they tell you how it works, who is guilty, that we should take responsibility, that we should accept all unwanted, um, features, yes, characters, and we should accept the person the way he is, with all his negative sides and positive sides. But nobody tells you how to do it.
Definitely. I've been going to a therapist for 2 years, and she's been like, okay, this is the root of your problem. Are you ready to let go? And I'm like, no, not really. She's like, it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. Okay, well, let's talk about this. And so it just like was sitting there, but it can be years, like 10 years, 20 years, and it'll still be there, and it will just eat you from inside. So it's very hard when you're in a situation like this, when you're in a condition like this, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
so
Master Kit is not about that. So
yeah.
Master Kit is about the way how to do this.
Yes.
Not what to do, but how to do it. A very practical algorithm. It's a step-by-step process.
Yes.
Where you not go into, this theory, all this information, what to do, but you make exactly steps. We call it subconscious exercises.
Can you tell us a little more, like step by step? What does it do? Like step by step, how does it like actually?
So in Master Kit we have 19 different patterns. So those patterns help you to dig deeply into the situation and to find out the blocks and neural connections that prevents you to achieve your goal.
Okay.
Let's take, for example, the desire to set up a business.
Okay.
To have a business. It's a normal desire of many people, but unfortunately, not 100% have their own business. So and usually when the person dreams about the business, he asks himself a question: why I don't have it? And actually, this is the wrong question, because if we ask this question to ourselves, the answer will be: I don't have enough money to set up a business. I don't have enough knowledge, for example, or I don't have enough reliable people to, in a partnership to make this business, or we don't have enough human resources in our region, or there is a crisis, or people don't have enough money. So a lot, so many.
There's always something.
Yeah, and the person who asked this question, why I don't have my dream, he will be in a dead end. He will be in a feeling of guilt, because at the end he would think, oh, it's something wrong to me. Have your goal. And then, you make this transformation. You disconnect, or let's say you transform your neural connection, your belief, and then the third stage comes. Okay. And you feel euphoria, or release, or this very nice feeling which changes nervous tension. We call it euphoria.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's not that euphoria, when you take some drugs or you drink some alcohol, but it's very close. It's very similar, but without doing this. And this euphoria means that neural connection that existed before. For example, you think that if I open up the business, I will spend less time with my family. So this is neural connection. So after transformation and after release, or after this feeling euphoria, this neural connection is destroyed. So there is no thought that business equals to spending less time with my family.
Yeah.
And then it's like insight, and you think, oh, really? Why did I think so? What is the connection? Why I decided that making business is spending less time with the family? And this block is ruined. So you don't think anymore that making business is spending less time with family. And you do it one by one. So you go through these 3 stages, removing feeling of guilt. Then you put yourself into a stress, nervous tension, we call it. And the third one is transformation and euphoria. And if you do it, by the way, you learn it when you make this exercise, when you go through training too within Master Kit, and you clearly understand how you feel, how it works, and how you go through all the stages one by one. And this is exactly, step-by-step algorithm, how to make transformation.
Yeah, that's the answer. That's the secret.
This is the secret, correct?
Yeah.
Which is not given in all this, very smart books and trainings.
Yeah.
This is the secret.
America is very spiritual. It's the spirituality goes around and spreads around really fast in the past few years. So there's a lot of coaches and spiritual coaches. And they all say something similar, all these strategies, but different people use different strategies like meditation and theta healing, and hypnosis and other strategies to shift your beliefs, and or you go to Tony Robbins event and pay $10,000 to relieve to release some fears and shift your beliefs. But I was actually into all these manifestation for the past few years too. I was like doing all these different what is it called, like maps, vision maps, and writing down the affirmations and waking up and talking to the universe, and doing a lot of exercises, visualization and stuff. But and it all works. But if you have a belief in the back of your head, your subconscious belief, that you will not transfer it. And that's what people don't tell. Like, that's what all those people don't tell you, that because all these years I'm like, why is it not happening? Like some little things will happen pretty frequently and fast, but still, like, there's some goals that I've never achieved. And after I only started using Master Kit, it's been 10 years when I realized that one of my dreams came true. 10 years ago when I came to the United States, I had this dream, and it just came true because I just started using Master Kit like 6 months ago, and it came true, So all this time I had this subconscious belief that it wouldn't ever happen if I never got to know Master Kit. So that's exactly a nice explanation and the secret of it, and I love it. And I want to spread this news around, and I want to yell out that this is what you need, people. Yeah.
Yes, and such people like you and me, when we achieve our results and we see that we can, realize our dreams so fast, so quickly, and we do it, then we cannot, stay and we want to shout and tell everyone that this is, a miracle. I like this thought of Steve Jobs, who said that from time to time in this world, breakthrough idea appears that can change everything and everyone. It's a revolutionary product which really affects and really influences the lives of people. And by the way, it's very interesting fact that I've been working in Procter & Gamble before, just after my graduation, and I worked there for 9 years, and it's also the company whose mission is to improve people's lives by giving high quality and high standard products. And Procter & Gamble is one of the companies which has R&D center, research and development center, like Super Ego,
Yeah, yeah.
And this is the company which cares about the quality of the product that they are giving to the world, and Super Ego is doing really great things. We don't give the product which improve my life in terms of detergent or toothpaste or the Pampers, very popular Pampers, but we give the product which improve my thoughts. Okay, and if I have right thoughts, I will do right things.
Yes.
Sometimes people say about the projects, for example, to make this plant for to use this rubbish and make help me to tell it. When you take a garbage and you put it into a special equipment, and then you produce not that bad things, but very
recycle.
Recycle, exactly. Yeah, thank you. So people are dreaming about the project related to recycling. Some people are taking care of oceans and nature and animals. But if people have wrong thoughts and they're not working with subconscious, this problem will never appear or will never disappear. Yeah. But if you work with your subconscious, so you understand there is no way, there is no need, to garbage. There is no need to damage, to hurt nature. So in a peace with your thoughts, with yourself, being in a balanced situation, balanced condition, you will not make wrong
decisions.
Decisions.
That's awesome.
I just want to tell about the third conclusion, conclusion of research work, which is very important. So you remember, first was when people start listen or hear their intuition. The second benefit is the person understands that everything is manageable. And it happens within 6 months of using MasterKit. And the next stage is about predicting the future. So your intuition becomes so sharp that you are able to predict the future. So this is what the R&D center realized when they made all this research work with people using MasterKit.
Yeah.
For me, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's believable. No, let's
Well,
say this. It's believable because
it's
it's existing.
it's fascinating. It's just when people don't know, when they hear about it, they're like, oh, it can't be true, but it is, and it's all proven, and it's yeah, I just love it. So Donna, I can't believe the hour almost run out.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was amazing talk to you. And I wanted to tell you guys that if you are still thinking about getting this program, stop thinking and go and get it. Go to my tap link in my bio and get it and start transforming your life right now. Also, I can send you a free copy of the books that Daria, the writer of the program, wrote. So those books are How to Let Big Money Flow into Your Life, or How to Let Big, or I'm sorry, How to Let Perfect Relationship into Your Life. So if you do want those books, please DM me saying I want a book, and I will send it to you. And oh my gosh, that was
Marina, one very interesting fact that we should share with people, that the book was edited and was translated into English by a very famous writer, American writer, John Milton Fogg, who is in his 70s, knew about Master Kit, and if you read this book and you will, this preface, his feedback about Master Kit, and he's just, he was shocked because he was looking for this instrument for the last 40 years because he was working in this area, and now he has it, and he's actually my partner.
That's amazing. Yes, that's good news. And yes, go and DM me, and I will send you this amazing book, and you will love it. I promise you. And I want to thank everyone for coming in today, and a huge thank you, Dana, for being with us today and explaining this brilliant technology product. And I hope to host you soon, and we can share more news about MasterKit and about Superego, and talk about the business side of it. So it was a pleasure, a huge pleasure of talking to you and meeting you for the first time. And welcome to America.
Thank you very much, Nina. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Have a good day.
Bye bye. Good night for you.
Thank you.